Shalom.
All right, shalom, shalom,
Shalom.
shalom, shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites coming week in, week out to prophesy downfall of this wicked queendom, which is known as Babylon in the scriptures. I'm your brother Gadalga Bar Yahweh, to my right,
I'm Brother Zion.
and to his right.
Mashiach Razakah.
All right, and first we're gonna start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory is due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Hey, all praise to Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God, in the name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the elder apostle, elder bishops of Great Millstone, still rule well. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel this day. And shalom to the Akim out on the highways of always pushing his work with true sincerity. Shalom to the very few sisters who listen and learn in subjection to the truth. And shalom to the speckled bird, which are you Israelite foreigners who may like the nations you're scattered into. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
So as y'all see the topic, I was gonna bring out a scripture before I get on to some of these sorcerers and these witches. And you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of our people, they into witchcraft, man. They into following after the customs of the heathen, man. So we gonna get into it. And being a witch is idol worshiping, man. Just for better words. So I'm gonna start off with that first. Then I'm gonna jump to verse 31 in Leviticus 19. I'm gonna start at verse 4. Leviticus 19 and verse 4. Turn ye not unto idols, nor make to yourselves molten powers. I am the Lord your power. So Lord was telling, he's reiterating what he said in Exodus 20. Thou shalt have no other power before me. Only worship me. And the beloved brother Arizakah was bringing that out. Him and the Malak Amawan on their sit down lesson to always love the Lord. Love the Lord. Have faith in the Lord. Hey, not into these earthly vessels and not into these wannabe idols, man. Because you will be led astray. All right, let me jump over to verse 31. Regard not them that have familiar spirits, neither seek after wizards to be defiled by them. I am the Lord your power. So the Lord is reiterating over and over all through the scriptures. Regard not them that have familiar spirits, those that deal with astrology, those that deal with divination, witchcraft, necromancy, playing on Ouija boards, even dressing up like for Halloween is sorcery and witchcraft. Putting on let's say apparel of idols or putting on apparel or the dead or things like that in that nature. And I got this video because as we know, the big bro, the elder Menachzaba rebuked this guy once already, but he has to be rebuked again, man, because you're not saved just because you say, "Oh, I take in the idol name Jeebus." That don't mean you saved, man. We're not saved from anything on this side. We haven't been delivered out of captivity, and we ain't delivered from them nukes yet, man. That's when we saved. When we on a so-called UFO, that's when we know we're saved, man. So I wanted to bring out that this guy's a witch. He's a sorcerer, man, because he used to deal with witchcraft. At first, let me bring this out, Slank here. Exodus.
You looking for Exodus 22 and 18?
You know it.
Khan.
You got it. Bring it out, King. Because I showed just grab it. So go ahead, bring it out if you got it.
Khan had it right here on the screen. This is Exodus 22 and 18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. So back in the days, if somebody was a witch or practicing black magic or whatever, all that nonsense, hey, they got put to death. But can you do that on this side? Can't do that on this side because we are in this queendom. You'll go to jail for that.
Because Esau Edom world is full of idol worship, feminists, a bunch of punk asses, so it's certain words we can't even say. We gotta watch what we say, because if I get on them Stephen King I'll probably get a strike on my channel. You have to work with these transformers and stuff, man. It's sad, man. It's sad that Jake think they're delivered and got hair like a woman, a line up on his facial hair, and just full folly, man. But I was gonna bring out, as you see,
Slack it.
that bugger.
Who was you talking about just now?
This Todd Jackson dude.
Oh, Con.
Yeah, Khan, that bugger, man. You know.
Yeah.
And then I just want y'all to listen to what he was saying, man. Which you know, what I'm saying when you deal with witchcraft, I necessarily, me technically, I don't believe any power will be able to be used against Jacob, you know. But a lot of these Jakes love to use so-called witchcraft, and they say he's up in this video. He was saying, yeah, I used to send demons to people and make them get together and all that crazy stuff. But like he was the Lord, you know. But the Lord directed footsteps of man, woman, child. Hey, humans don't do nothing, man. You know, they do what the Lord basically make them do. But you know, what I'm saying this dude has no power. So I just wanted to bring out what he was saying. Let me get straight into it. All right.
Let me let you in on a little secret of witchcraft because I used to be involved in witchcraft. When I was involved in witchcraft, I'm saved now, so I'm not doing this. I got saved in 2009. But when I was involved in witchcraft, I would send demons to people when they were asleep to attack them in their dreams. I'm sure some of you have heard of succubuses and incubus. These spirits would seduce people in their sleep. Now, through this, if I wanted to, you know, I was able to cause people to fall for one another through different illegal soul ties. How would I do that? Various rituals. Let's say there was person A. A spirit could take on the imagery, the facial features of person A and go visit person B. Another spirit could take on the facial features of person B and go visit person A. Now, person A and person B are dreaming of each other. Little do they know it's spirits. So when they meet up in real life, they're now attracted to each other, not knowing that spirits brought about that attraction and it's ungodly. Be careful of who you're attracted to.
So okay, as if you notice, he said if they meet each other in real life, which is, you know what I'm saying, that's complete folly, you know. And then here's another one that he had did as well. And as you see, this guy's bugged out of his damn mind. You know, he's bugged out, man.
These spirits would attack them in their sleep. They would come to them via dream. Now, there were times that the spirits that I would send to the person, they would take on the form of another person that had nothing to do with the situation. So here you have an innocent person that has nothing to do with the situation, and a spirit is appearing as them to the other person, right? Now, in pairing with that other person seeing that person, it would physically draw them to that person if they were to see them in real life. So you see, spirits, they have a part to play in putting together unhealthy relationships. This is why you must pray about every single person you come in contact with, be it a relationship for somebody to marry or just simply a friendship, because the enemy can play matchmaker as well. If you like content like this, hit like and follow.
So it's all about if you like content, hit like or subscribe. It's all about the content. It's all about clout chasing. You know, Jake real big on clout chasing, man. Jake real big on, well, I used to be into witchcraft. I used to do this. I used to be a crackhead. I used to be a prostitute. You know, Jake real big on that type of stuff, man. And if you notice, he never got into basically saying that he stopped doing it. He just said I was saved, you know what I'm saying? But he never really just said he stopped doing it. He just said he just VIA said that I sent spirits on people, you know, and he never said who he sent spirits on. He never said how he sent spirits. He just was, like I was saying, just clout chase, just speaking and speaking, you know, and being like the murmurers and the complainers, man. That the Book of Jude talked about, man, being them Israelites that did deal with that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Being them Israelites that dealt with the left hand side. And in all actuality, just like the brother said, if you a witch, you get put to death. Ain't no coming back from that, man. You can't come back and be like, oh, I'm saved now. If you're not putting forth the effort of, for better words, having the real names, you know, with Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, you know, because God and Jesus, those are witchcraft names, you know, them are sorcerers names, you know. If you kings got anything, bring it up. And I'm
Con,
around me 18 afterwards.
Con. You want to get it first, Masha or Razaka?
I'll get it up.
But
This is Leviticus 20 and verse 6. It says, and the soul that turneth after such as have familiar spirits and after wizards to go whoring after them. It says, I will even set my face against that soul and will cut him off from among his people. Verse 7. Sanctify yourselves therefore and be ye holy, for I am the Lord your power. So right, us as Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, all right, the Lord gave us a codified law to keep. We are to conduct ourselves in the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahweh. All right, we're not supposed to be whoring after the heathen nations and their customs. You know, the scriptures say in I believe it's Leviticus 18 and 30. All right. And when you go into Leviticus 18 and 30, it says after the abominable customs, man. And those abominable customs, are, smoking weed, I'm paraphrasing, women wearing the fake eyelashes, cat eye makeup, makeup in general, Jake tattooing himself to death, witchcraft. So all of these things all fall into the abomination in the eyes of the Lord, man. You can be destroyed that way, you know. You want to fear the Lord and delight his way, you know. And
Exactly.
con. I got
I'm
one
gonna
more.
get. Go ahead, King.
Okay. This is Leviticus 20 and 27. It says, a man also or a woman, see, a man also or a woman. Let's talk about Israelite. All right. It says that have a family spirit or that is a wizard shall surely be put to death. It says they shall stone them with stones. Because right back, in the ancient world, if you was to commit an iniquity, you would be stoned right then and there on the spot. You couldn't
Right.
talk your way out of that situation. You
Hey,
could
like
pay
the
your
brother.
way big, Con, you was put to death right then and there on the spot. It says their blood shall be upon it. So just imagine if somebody caught you committing adultery. I think it's in the New Testament a precept saying two or three more. It had to
Yeah,
be three
two
witnesses to catch you
or three
committing it.
minutes time.
Yeah, and they will report you. And if you was reported, you was put to death right there on the spot. You couldn't talk your way out of that. That's why it's good through Yahweh blood that we're able to repent, and have grace. Because back in those times, being under the law, you was put to death right then and there on the spot. There was no talking your way out of that situation, man. You know.
Time.
But that's pretty much on that. I got more, but I'll wait for you, brothers. I'll go after you, Slocky. You got
I'm a,
something, Sam?
I got the English definition for witchcraft.
Go ahead. All right.
Good.
And I could just bring out the Greek and the Hebrew for witch afterwards. This is witchcraft. It's a noun. The practice of magic, especially black magic, the use of spells. Then you got the similar, which is sorcery, black magic, wizardry, witching, necromancy, voodoo, hoodoo, divination, Wicca, white magic, natural magic. Um, I don't even know if I can say this word. Thurgy, thurgy. I think that's what it means. Like if I ain't say it right. Um, diabel, diabellera, and has witchery, sortilege. And I ain't gonna get into the definitions of those words, but as you know, you see it's all similar. It all means the same thing, witchcraft. Let me go into the blue letter and bring out what a witch, different words for witch. Another word, like the brother was saying about marijuana, the blood brother Rosticada said, marijuana is a source of witchcraft. And the word for witchcraft in the Greek is pharmakeia, meaning pharmacy, witchcraft. So when you get into that, what do witches do? What do people that practice these type of things do? They either induce it into their body or they have it and they burn it. Like for instance, like you got a lot of jakes like burning sage is witchcraft, but it's you can use sage for the left hand side or for the right hand side. Just like you can use incense for the left hand side or the right hand side. It ain't just that you burning that evil, no, you know what I'm saying? Because what Jake used to do in the scriptures was when they used to worship these idols, they used to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven and stuff. They was doing stuff on the left hand side, making cakes and stuff. Why do you think they put candles on, you know what I'm saying, on the top of the cake? You burning incense to the Queen of Heaven, man. Jake still do that to this day. Happy birthday. Oh, let's get to blow your candle out. You're 45, you're 32, you're 12. And they got that set number for that age on it that you can blow it out. That's witchcraft, man. Our people bake cakes and shit. We didn't do that. If I'm mistaken, we probably had sweets, but the sweets that we did have were fruit and stuff, man. We ain't no damn chocolate, chocolate cake, no damn vanilla cake. We wasn't doing that shit, man. You know. If y'all want to bring out something while I find this definition.
Go ahead,
Con,
Zion.
I got something. This is Deuteronomy 18:10. There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or an observer, observer of times, or an enchanter, or an witch. So all that somebody, an observer of times, and correct me if I'm wrong, Akim. I think that's a person that says, a witch that says, "Oh, well, this is going to happen to you so and so on this date and this
Con,
time, this, that, and third." Then an enchanter, hold on, let me look up what an enchanter means. That's, all that's wickedness, because
con,
down here where I live at, um, it's a quite a few of those down there in Orlando, Florida, witches, and Louisiana. All those people are,
con,
man, a whole bunch of madness, man. You know, and a chanter is a person who uses magic or sorcery, especially to put someone or something under a spell. So you got some of these wicked ass thieves out here. They make that spaghetti, and then
con,
they put their damn menstrual blood in it, and then they let their mans eat it, and then the man's out here wondering why he can't get attached from that woman. And the reason why is because some of the fact is she got him under her spell,
con. That's right, con.
and then um all types of other ways they can do this stuff. I seen on TikTok, it was this one video where this woman said, it was a woman that said somebody shot her man's, and what she did was she took the bullet fragment from out his skin and she poured it in this shit that she was mixing up and stirring up or whatever, and then she cast a spell and all that upon it.
Yeah, con, man. That's the spirit. Cause my rib just showed me something about the females doing that.
Con,
Yeah,
it's from
con. Yup, con. Yup, con. Yup, that was the exact video. Yup, con.
yep,
Making all type of concoctions, man. Just all type of enchantments and stuff, man. You know, actually, let me bring out that Hebrew word for that word, witchcraft.
bet,
It says,
Strong's H 3784. Kashem. Kashem.
kasap, is part of speech verb, and that's the Hebrew word for it. I'm gonna get the Greek later.
bet,
Root etymology, a primitive root, Strong's definition, to properly to whisper a spell, i.e., to enchant or practice magic. You got sorcerer, use, or you got witchcraft. And the biblical usage is to practice witchcraft or sorcery, use witchcraft. Then they got sorcerer, sorceress, participle. So just like the brother just showed, and like what the brother was saying, like um you got a lot of these women out here that do the menstrual cycle into the spaghetti, which my earth mama used to tell me about that all the time. They also can just like what the video he just showed, they can do that, and then they also can take your underwear or some part of your clothing and bury it in the yard, and that will cause you to not leave the house, supposedly, not leave the yard and all type of folly stuff like that. You know, so you never heard of any of us brothers saying that which is wasn't real. We just said we feel like the enchantments ain't gonna work with us because we believe in the power, the truth, omnipotent, man. You know, so that's our belief on it. You know, but it is Jake out here like the Ty Jackson dude that I showed. Hey, once you are a witch, man, you practice that, man. You are what you are. If you ain't got the names Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah, you still are a witch, man. Hey, God and Jesus ain't about to save you from Yahweh Shah. You know what I'm saying? When he come back to destroy the wicked from the face of earth, man. And I got actually a story to bring out.
good.
This is First Samuel 15, and I'm gonna start at verse. I'm gonna start at verse. Don't you start? You better shut your ass up. You better not. Slunky.
Con, you good.
All right, I'm gonna start at verse 19. Wherefore then didst thou? No, I'm gonna start up a verse. I'm gonna start at verse 16. Then Samuel said unto Saul, stay, and I will tell thee what the Lord hath said to me this night. And he said unto him, say on. And Samuel said, when thou was little in thy own sight, was thou not made the head of the tribes of Israel? So this is getting to when Saul rebelled against the Lord for his witchcraft. And the Lord anointed thee king over Israel. And the Lord sent thee on a journey and said, go and utterly destroy the sinners, the Amalekites, and fight against them until they be consumed. Wherefore then didst thou not obey the voice of the Lord, but didst fly upon the spoil, and didst evil in the sight of the Lord? And Saul said unto Samuel, Yea, I have obeyed the voice of the Lord, and have gone the way which the Lord sent me, have brought Agag, the king of Amalek, and have utterly destroyed the Amalekites. But the people took of the spoil sheep and oxen, the chief of the things which should have been utterly destroyed. So instead of Saul and them destroying everything, because back in the Zaquan days when the Lord told us to destroy an area, we supposed to go in, destroy everything, the animals, the idols, we sort of break down their idols, we sort of burn the villages, you know, and if men desired it, they'll take their women, man, and use them as concubines, man. You know, that's what the Lord let the mighty men do back in the Zaquan days, man. But Saul didn't do this. Saul let Israel or his warriors, for better words, he let them take spoils like for treasure and stuff, man. When they weren't supposed to, man, when they were supposed to destroy everything. All right, let me keep going. To sacrifice unto the Lord thy power in Gilgal, because they were supposed to destroy it as a sacrifice to the Lord. And Samuel said, Lord has great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices, as in obeying the voice of the Lord. Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fats of rams. In verse 23, for the rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is iniquity and idolatry. Because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, he has also rejected thee from being king. And then, if I'm not mistaken, if you keep reading that chapter 15, if I'm not mistaken, I ain't gonna read all of it because it's a long story. It gets into Saul. He was getting punished by the Lord, and it gets to him going to a diviner, a witch, to see what the Lord had planned for him. And the witch seen a mighty man, if I'm not mistaken, an angel or something of the Lord, and she was like, "Oh, she basically like, oh shit, you Saul. We all know about you. We all know the Lord about to jack you up. You know what I'm saying?" She's like, "Why would you want me to be destroyed with you?" And so, if I'm not mistaken, Saul went to fight against a Hamitic tribe, and then nobody want to help him, or his sons, they all end up dying, if I'm not mistaken. And his soldiers that he had left with him, he was like, "How about y'all just kill me?" And they was like, "No, bro, this what the Lord wanted for you." And he ended up falling on his own sword, man. He killing himself, man, for having rebellion as a sin of witchcraft against the Lord, man. You know, so we telling you, Jakes, hey, when you're a witch, you get put to death, man. You don't escape, man. You don't escape. You know, there is no escape from the Lord, man. None.
That's why you want to fear the Lord, man.
Con, that's right. I got one more, and y'all brothers can take the floor.
Okay.
On this Isaiah 19 and verse 3. And the spirit of Egypt, because Egypt was heavy into witchcraft too. Egypt was heavy into blood sacrifices, you know, animal sacrificing and drinking the blood of the animal and all type of folly, you know. And that's what a lot of Jake do, and that's what a lot of Christians do. Y'all sacrifice to idols, you know. Y'all call them idols. That's witchcraft, man.
That is,
Keep going. In the midst of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, said the Lord of hosts. And if I'm mistaken, this is when Egypt was taken over, if I'm not mistaken, when the Lord jacked them up. We keep going. Con, that's all I needed. Con, go ahead, King.
I got something to show y'all real quick as for, you know, as far as what the brother was talking about, you know, Ouija boards and stuff like that. Stuff like this is witchcraft, you know. That's witchcraft. They're playing around.
Ouija board, Con.
That's witchcraft. Now
It bugged out. Yeah, I remember the video. She saw like, yeah, a spirit got a hold to her, and she like kept saying what she was saying. The stars, the whole time. She was tell.
Yeah.
bro.
Demon got a hold of her. Look.
And then she bit her tongue and everything. She was bleeding in the mouth and all type of shit, man.
That's why you don't fuck with that shit, bro.
Exactly. And then, as you can see in the photos that I posted on the second post, right here, she's possessed.
Yeah, Con.
Then here you can see the demon on.
Yo, Con, you see that? Yo, Con.
And then, hey, that's why the men of the Lord tell you not to play with spirits, man.
Con. They said the stars, the stars.
For real.
So, that was just so funny to me on that part. Because that's all she could get out. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't just her, it was somebody else that I was watching with some dudes that was playing the Ouija board. You know what I'm saying? Because you can go to YouTube and go into like the top scariest Ouija board videos. That's what you try to spirit, yeah, kind of, you know. So the dude that was playing the Ouija board, you know what I'm saying? He didn't even know. He was just like, after they seen, I guess, whoever the spirit Zozo or whatever that spirit is, they got the making a figure 8 on the Ouija board. And so they was like, stop, you know, they was like, stop. And then when the dude turned around, his like nose is like bleeding fiercely, you know, and he just didn't even know it. He was like, "Can I do your nose?" and all this crazy shit. Then it was another video where the dude, they was like in like this tunnel, and they was playing with the Ouija board. And the dude looked through the planchette, he looked through the little glass little mirror part, and he said he seen the demon right outside one of his friends, like right beside him. Like, you know, and it made him cry and all this crazy stuff. And that's why, hey man, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Lord, man. You know.
And then with that, you know, if the damn board doing a figure 8, they, you know, they got a spirit on there, a demon called Zozo on there. You know,
yeah,
the board great, and then Zozo gonna try to come through the board. That they got the damn demons.
Like if you watch some videos, it's wild, man. Like, cause you know it's the left hand side angels. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it just be doing this the whole time. It just make a figure 8, and they be going super fast the whole time. They just like, some people just like, you know what I'm saying? They like take their hands off and it still be moving. And like if you like I ain't never messing on Ouija boards or anything. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was in the world, I just heard about it a whole lot. A lot of people say if you don't close it, the seance, whatever the hell they be doing, they say if you don't close it, that's what happened. Like the little whatever spirit is, they start messing with the board. Like some boards float after they mess with them. Some boards like do the figure 8. What Zion was talking about, they do the figure 8, and like you see it like trying to get out. The spirit try to come onto this realm, you know.
And then on top of that, if you don't close it correctly, the spirits can fly out into your house. Then on top of that, you playing with the Ouija board, you can make a judgment come upon you. I was watching YouTube. This one woman and dude, they didn't close the board right, and one raining night, this woman walked home. It was nighttime. It was raining, and something came up behind her and hit her in the back of the head with a sledgehammer.
Damn.
Damn. Then on top of that, if you don't close the board correctly, or if you're trying to talk with a familiar spirit, familiar spirits, people that used to live and they passed away onto the spirit realm, you trying to talk to your dead granny or somebody like that, you fuck around, have a demon take the shape of your dead family member and act like your dead family member.
Crazy, bro.
That shit is wicked.
It is wicked.
I got that Greek word for witchcraft. Let's let him.
Strong's G 5331.
Pharmakeia or pharmakeia. Part of speech, feminine noun. Etymology is Greek 5332. Strong's info. Medication. So, you know, a lot of Jakes don't know that certain medication that Esau Edom give out is witchcraft, man. It's supposed to fix one thing in you, but it fuck up something else. Or it causes this, it causes this, all these side effects. And it's the same with let's say the marijuana, man. You know, I done met people that say like, even in the world when I was smoking marijuana, you meet some people that like when they smoke it, they trip out, they bug out, you know, and you got other people that like my cousin, I'm just give you a testimony. My cousin, when we was like, I say we started smoking, and I started smoking in like 13. So when we smoke, we'll be smoking blunts, you know, sitting back, we'll be fried. Our brains be fried, you know, we sitting there chilling the whole time. You know what I'm saying? He doing this shit. Man, what's that? Man, what's that? You know, he's like, man, we thinking that he paranoid and shit. We think that, you know what I'm saying, paranoid, and it's just, oh, he can't handle the weed. But in all actuality, man, the Lord was putting spirits on him, man. You know what I'm saying? Because man, y'all don't see that. We like, man, you tripping, cuz. Like, you tripping. We don't see shit. We just high. Like, then after that, that same night, I guess his mind went so far into that realm, the Lord just gave him over to it. You know, he started talking about like, are y'all talking about me? You know what I'm saying? Did y'all hear that? Is somebody talking? You know, and he was like that ever since. He's still like that to this day. His auntie had to send him to the insane asylum, man. He had to be in there for like, if I'm not mistaken, like 3 years, man. You know, and they had him on Esau had him on more pharmacia, more witchcraft medicine, man. You know, and I just talked to him recently. You know, he's still you know what I'm saying, he's still out there, man. You know, it ain't really changed, it ain't really helped, but I guess it helped him be more like, let's say, how do I say it, dumbfounded to everything, you know, on that level, you know. But yeah, hey, that's a testimony. Hey, smoking will bug your ass out, man. You know, it will bug you out. It will have you out here fucking through fucking booking, man. You know, and it just, the Lord told us we got herbs. We got herbs from earth that we supposed to eat. You know, a lot of the big bros say don't deal with the edibles. You know, some big bros say you can deal with the edibles, but don't make it expedient on yourself. You know, because you can bug out on those as well, man. You can get demons on you from those. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing it on, let's say, not in the moderation like you're supposed to be doing, just like with alcohol, man. You know,
if you
but
drink
just
too much,
another aspect, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just had to bring out a testimony that my cousin, hey, he must have been seeing spirits. I think he started seeing demons and evil spirits and stuff, man. The Lord was putting spirits on him, man, and he ain't been right since, man. You know, and that's why I said it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Lord. I guarantee you that video that the brother Zion showed, man, that female or none of them people have been right after they did this shit. I guarantee it. Another testimony, I was in 5th grade, which I'm surprised this came back to me. I was in 5th grade and some white boys from Esau Slovakia. The red devil, you know, the red devil, the red rat was
Yeah.
asking me, let's go. It was all Halloween, you know. He's like, man, let's go out to the graveyards and play with the Ouija boards. And I said, man, y'all get that shit. I'm good. You know, I don't fuck around. You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck around at all with that. And it's always good. Ain't not gonna happen. Like literally, hey, I stopped seeing him. I ain't seen him for like probably a couple months in school. When he came back to school, pale face, eyes was like, you know what I'm saying? You know how the red rats, when they face get all red and shit on their eyes when they ain't going to sleep, it be all like a different color. And that's what it looked like. It looked like he ain't been sleeping like days. And I was like, what the fuck wrong with you? He because I was one of them bad kids, so I was cussing real early too. So I was like, what the hell wrong with you? You know, what the hell wrong with you? He's like, the devil chased me and my brother for 3 months, dog. I was like, ooh. Months. He said stop 3 months. Man. And if it wasn't the Shaitan himself, they said it was lesser demons, man. And they chased them for 3 months, back to back, day, night, man. Boy, like they were saying full apparitions, man. And I was like, I said, see? And I told you, hey, Jake better watch out what they playing with, man. You know, hey, just like Ty Jackson do, man. Hey, you out here, you still putting spirits on people, man. Telling them to call them God and Jesus, man. You putting spirits on people, man. You know, because they ain't their names, man. You know, that's not the names. You know, and you out here telling people that just by calling on an idol name, they can be saved, man. You're a witch yourself. You're a sorcerer, man. You know.
And then speaking of that, I had somebody that I know personally. You know, their parent passed away. You know, they didn't. You know, I'm not gonna say, I ain't gonna go too much into it, but their parent passed away and they started bugging out. They started, you know, Jake started painting their nails black
Yeah,
and they were into witchcraft and witch books and all this and that. So one day I went over there, like the scriptures say, you know, you're not supposed to be around darkness. So one day I just went over there. I seen a witch book and I seen his fingernails black. And I'm gonna tell 2 stories. Did this real quick. I went over there. I seen his fingernails black. I was like, oh hell no, it's time for me to go. I'm like, oh hold on, my grandma calling me. I'll be right back. And never came back. And then one other time, before that incident, I had that person come over my house, and you know it was me and a brother that I teach with on the street. We were playing the game, and like he came over there and he had that black fingernail polish. And then when he left, the brother that I teach with on the street, he told me that he felt uneasy. He felt like a real demonic presence going on, and he was like, he felt very uneasy about it.
Yeah. So he was like gothic in a way.
Yeah, he turned to gothic in a way. He was painting his nails black, and you know, like all type of nasty, weird demonic stuff. You know, that goth stuff got heavy demons in it.
Yeah, bro. That stuff will bug you out, bro.
Facts. And
Uh,
then, man, that's why, that's why Jake got to be careful what they into, stuff they watch and stuff like that. Because you start trying to be like something you see on TV, and literally the word television means tell a lie and then a vision. So, I
yeah,
mean, how more can you get than that? Tell a vision. So tell a lie and then make it a vision.
yeah. That's like the scary movies and shit like that, like Paranormal Activity. That shit can bug you out too. I don't watch scary movies like that. That shit can bug your ass out. That's another thing, bro. Like watching like fucking Paranormal Activity and Blair Witch and stuff. That shit can make you have what's that shit called paralysis and shit. It
Yes.
also
Yeah.
with you having a fear of being by yourself can make you have a fear disorder like
Yeah.
anxieties, panic attacks. It'll make you afraid of being like sleeping in the dark. It can put
Mm,
them type of spirits on you. That's why it's
Yeah.
con-
not good to watch scary movies like that. I don't
Yeah.
watch scary movies.
And that's a testimony too, because it's like with the blood brother Robert Carl was saying. I was on. I fuck around with doing the same videos as I am. Just pulled up. I fuck around with just going through them. Just trying to
Same.
see
I
what
same
I'm gonna
stuff.
make my next video about the next day. You know what I'm saying? I'm going
Mm,
through and watching this shit, seeing what I can get, type of edification I can get through the scriptures off of it. Um, and like, bro, like I went to sleep. Um, Bro, literally, like, bro, a whole fucking, like, man, I don't know if it was, I don't know what the hell it was, but I don't know if it was I don't know, damn it, I don't know, somebody fucking head rolled down my damn pillow. It was like a head, it was a smiling head, but it didn't have no body on that motherfucker. And like the whole time, I guess I was yelling, trying to wake up, and my rib woke me up. She's like, bro, what the fuck, like, and I told her I just seen a whole motherfucking head roll down my damn pillow, and I couldn't move or nothing, but all she said, I was like, like,
Yeah, bro.
yeah, yo, the funny thing about that,
you know,
Con,
so it's real, man. Hey, doing videos, hey, like we got what they say. Esau Edom always talk about that. Our brain is like a picture or a camera or something. Whatever you
Yep.
watch, it put it in the back of your brain. You know what I'm saying? So you hold on to it. You don't let it go, man. And that's
Yeah.
that's what that was about. And that's why I've been here. I've been real like diligent about what I watch and shit. Now,
Yeah, because your mind records everything that it watches. You know what I mean? Your mind. That's why, like listening to rap music, like the other brother say, Salaki for the rambling that we're doing. But when you listen to rap music too, that stuff messes with the subconscious mind. And you'll
exactly.
start listening to like, cause I used to listen to a lot of Bay music. You know what I mean? Like a lot of Bay music, Cali and stuff. All
Con.
they talk about is sipping lean and screwing women and killing niggas. And if you listen to that stuff, you start
That's
to
what you will get. Yeah, con.
be
Con,
like you to the
imagine,
point to where you come out here, you want to shoot a person. You know what I mean? That's not good. Those are spirits too, bro.
I got
yep,
I got a precept.
con,
See what precept?
Yeah, I got a precept to back up what we are saying.
Go ahead. I got precept after you too.
con,
This is just a testimony for everybody to stay away from those type of things, man. You know, the TV, because the brother was saying tell live vision. You know, that's witchcraft as well. The music is witchcraft.
Yeah.
What else? Certain books, the brother occult books and certain things, trying to be a necromancer. This is because Jake loves to find things, especially after a loved one died. Jake loves to go to. They want to go to another realm and try to find. Sometimes they want to bring their dead relative back. Sometimes it gets that deep with them. But this what we used to do in Zagorn days too. This is First Corinthians 10, and I'm gonna start at verse uh 19. What say I then, that the idol is anything, or that which is offered in sacrifice to idols is anything? So Jake can't say that them worshiping idols is going to deliver them, man. Because you worshiping an idol, you just going to pull in more idols. You're going to pull in more sorcery, pull in more witchcraft upon yourself, man. More sin and iniquity upon yourself, right?
mm-hmm,
Verse 20. But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils and not to Yahweh. And I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils. Just like the brother was saying, the one brother felt uneasy when he had that was around that dude, man, that was on that type of vibration, man. Because
light finger.
painting nails, you can feel that vibration coming off. You know what I'm saying? A lot of brothers have, and that's another thing. That's a gift too, because certain brothers can go into certain areas, and vibrations is everything. You know, and some might be giving off. You know what I'm saying? A vibration like at work, for instance. Another testimony. I think it was Ash Wednesday or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, bro, the whole time all these pagans, bro, was literally they Christians. I call the Christians pagans. These pagans was coming in, and bro, they had crosses on their forehead, and it was out of like ash. It was out of ash, and I'm here. It started bugging me out. I'm like, so I went and asked my manager. I'm like, man, what the fuck? They got crosses on their forehead, bro. And he was like, Ash Wednesday. So you sit here telling me just because a fucking pagan holiday, they gonna put ashes on their face and put cross? He's like, yeah, that's what they do up here. I said, bro, I don't even want to. I told him, don't ever have me working again on that day ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause it was real. It was over 20 people. You know what I'm saying? Came there. They ain't say hey or no. They just, I guess our spirit and their spirit was combative towards each other. Even though I still had to make their damn burrito or their burrito bowl. You know. So Lord tell us not to fellowship with devils. Right. I'm gonna keep going. Ye cannot. This verse 21. Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. You cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and the table of devils. So to you, Jake, that say you are saved and turn around, you know the secrets of witchcraft, you ain't saved, man. You haven't repented, man. You haven't repented. You know what I'm saying? If you repented, you will know the names. You will know the true names. You'll be teaching the true names. You're going to be teaching in God and Jesus. You'll be teaching the true names so that your soul, ones that hear you, may be delivered, Lord willing, man. Go ahead, King. Y'all got it.
Basically, you know, like, you know, before I bring out a scripture, basically, like the brother Gadal Gabar was saying, hey, because hey, I was the same way. I used to watch scary stuff, and you know, it's a balance, of course. But you know, if you just watch it all the time, like I was constantly when I was a kid, I used to be scared of scary movies and shit. But then I got older, I just started to just watch it just because it's just a TV. But well, not knowing that when you're in the truth, you can kind of bug yourself out. So I would just watch that scary stuff and paranormal stuff, whatever. And one day I was just laying down on the bed and something touched me, but I didn't know what it was. And I was bugging the fuck out. I was like, what the fuck was that? Something touched me from underneath my bed on my leg. And I was just bugging the hell out. I thought somebody was in here. And like, I was like, did somebody sneak in my room? I'm like, she was like, nah. So that's why, you know, you got balance. You know, watching that stuff out. If you watch it too much, you can become bugged out. But
you know, we're fleshly, but we have a spirit. We're like, I just learned this from just watching those type of videos as well. We're so close to the spiritual realm, not knowing it, but the spiritual realm is right here. It's like just one. If we could cross over like this, just step to the other side, we're blind. That's how the spiritual realm is, man. And Jake really don't comprehend that until they start getting attacked by demons and start having them plaguing thoughts and stuff, man. That's when Jake started to realize, you know, including myself. And that's when I started realizing, man, let me watch what the fuck I'm watching, you know. But that shit jacked me up, you know. And that ain't the first time I had dreams where fuck around watching too many Michael Myers videos and in the dream like Jason and shit. And like in the dream I'm thinking I'm running, but on this side I'm just shaking like I'm having a seizure, you know. Had to wake me up on that. So she don't witness a lot of little, you know what I'm saying, things that I done dealt with dealing with my own stupidity, you know what I'm saying, watching dumbass videos like that, you know, or staying up too late in the witching hours of the night, you know what I'm saying, because we know the witching hours of the night are after midnight until the morning, you know, so.
I got this is Micah 5:12, and I will cut off witchcrafts out of thine hand, and thou shalt have no more soothsayers.
Break it down, King.
So basically, I will cut off. Hey, you a witch? You gonna get cut off point blank and period, man. You know, it's straightforward. You know, you're a witch. You know, you're a warlock. You're damn crackhead or whatever. All that goes back to pharmakia. All that goes back to witchcraft. So if you any of that, you're getting cut off. You know.
I got a precept because, as I was saying earlier in the video, that those of you who teach falsely, y'all sorcerers and witches, man. You know, because you're teaching contrary to what the Lord was saying to teach. This is Zechariah 13, and I'm starting at verse. I'm just start at verse 1. And that day there shall be a fountain open to the house of David and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem for sin and for uncleanness. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will cut off the names of the idols out the land. So the Lord is saying we're coming into that day after Jacob's trouble and everything, you know what I'm saying, which we haven't witnessed yet, but we getting ready to. The Lord gonna cut off idols and stuff, just like he did for us in the Zaquan days. And they shall no more be remembered. Like, meaning he gonna destroy the idols and those that worship them, man.
Right.
And they shall no more be remembered. And also I will cause the prophets and the unclean spirit to pass out of the land. And it shall come to pass that when any shall yet prophesy, then his father and his mother that begot him shall say unto him, Thou shalt not live, for thou speakest lies in the name of the Lord. And his father and his mother that begot him shall thrust him through when he did prophesy. So it's saying, hey, it's even saying that the Lord gonna have your family turn against you, false prophets, man, for teaching witchcraft and sorcery. So verse 4, and it shall come to pass in that day that the prophet shall be ashamed every one of his vision when he have prophesied, neither shall they wear a rug garment to deceive. So hey, we see the prophets out here putting out their witchcraft, man. We'll come to GOCC and get you one of your system, get you some thoughts. You know, that's what he said in the video. Come to GOCC and get you some marijuana in your system and get you some thoughts. You know, you got Sakari out here, you know what I'm saying, which I don't really, you know what I'm saying, I know we don't rebuke them enough, but at the same time, you got Sakari out here, a woman been on a talk show, a witch been on a talk show basically with Gorilla Hebrew, Alizar, you know, and she was married still. That's sorcery. That's idolatry. That's idolatry and idolatry. You know, that's going against the Lord as well, man. Having a woman that's married still, the divorce is not final. And really, any person on this side, if you get divorced, it's only a piece of paper saying you're divorced. In the Lord's eyes, you're still as long as your husband's still alive, you're supposed to be with your husband, man. You know, can't leave your husband or you'll be put to death. You know, so you'll commit adultery, man. So if you can't got anything, go ahead, bring it out.
I got a precept. This is Deuteronomy 18 and verse 9. It says, when thou art come into the land which the Lord thy power hath given thee, it says, thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of those nations. Verse 10, it says, there shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divinations, or an observer of time, or an enchanter, or a witch. Verse 11, or the chamber, or the consulter with with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or an enchromancer. Verse 12, for all that do these things are an abomination to the Lord. So right, you can't be, again, like the brothers are saying, you know, using witchcraft, you know, being embedded in witchcraft, you know. I had like I put my testimony. I have an older brother. He was in that shit a little bit, in the witchcraft, and he started hanging out with Hamites and started learning how to use certain incense to do certain chances, and he was getting high. And then one day he wind up, you know, trusting some friends of his, and he wind up popping a Molly, and he damn near that whole night but he was at a club when his friends did him like that. They gave him a Molly out on Vegas. He was on the strip. They gave him a Molly at a club, and they left him there by himself. He just started dealing with demons and shit like that. My brother ain't been the same since that day. He's still bugged out to this very day. Like, he'll sit in his car, he'll feel like people following him. He feel like people speaking to him, people laughing at him, talking about him. Sometimes he just try to flash out to shoot somebody because he thinks somebody talking about him, and there'd be nobody around him. You know, but this is the type of situation that you'll be in. Like you're saying, you'll get high and get stuck and never come out of that type of situation. You can be stuck like that. That's a scary thing, you know. Maybe for myself, I haven't been a Jake to mess with type of drugs like that. Like before I came into the truth, I got high like maybe twice, but it didn't feel right with my spirit. I didn't like feeling high. It would lead me to like anxiety or stuff like that. So I never was a person that was into like marijuana and get high. I like to feel sober. I don't feel comfortable not feeling normal. You know what I mean? And it says, and because of these abominations, thy power doeth drive them out from among thee. All right, and that's one thing that, you know, this is a, you know, a script, a story going back to idolatrous. It's titled as idolatrous practices are forbidden. So in the ancient world, the Lord already commanded and told our people not to be into those abominations of the heathens. All right, that's why the heathen nations they can do that, but you as an Israelite, you're not supposed to be into those type of rituals, man. Satanic rituals, blood drinking, sacrificing, humans and shit like that. Alphabet. You're not supposed to be in things like that, man. All right,
Con,
those things can bug you out. You can, popping mollies, taking Xanax pills, opioids, it can bug you. Those things can bug you out. You know, you can be crippled
Con,
for the rest of your life in your mind, man. That's scary, man. You know,
con. And
uh,
then
yeah.
con, like the brother Razakah was saying, I don't know if you brothers know what necromancy is, but necromancy that goes back to a person that likes sleeping with dead bodies.
Uh, uh,
yeah, you got necrophiliacs and stuff that they have sex with dead bodies. So yeah, con.
mm,
Con.
The definition for necromancy is that.
Yeah,
uh,
that's and that was a prime example of that. Like a year or two ago, this woman that was locked up, she had sex with a dead man and got pregnant by a dead man.
for real?
Yep,
Whoa.
that's fucking filthy, man. That
How is that even possible?
well, he was freshly dead, right? When you
We still be shooting off after we did, and we.
Con, when you very first die, right? Your body is not like dead like somebody that's been dead in the ground for years. Your body's freshly dying, so it takes a while for your body to completely shut down. So she must have had sex with him when he was freshly dead, like going to the morgue type thing, and she just had sex with him, and he ejaculated while being deceased, and that was that. But after a certain point in time, your body shuts down. Use the bathroom on yourself, this, that, and third. So your body don't function like as you were when you were alive.
Mm,
Uh, Dang, that's crazy. That's some bugged out stuff, bro.
bug the hell out.
Now,
And we know it's real because if you ever watched the movie Haunted in Connecticut,
God.
hmm
that movie the dude that was a necromancer in the movie, every dead person, you know what I'm saying, that was dying, they basically was stealing corpses. They was bringing them into that house that them people was living in. It was like I forgot what they call it. House. It was similar to a morgue where they take out the organs and they put embalming fluid in the body and all this stuff. The dude was like he was keeping her fingernails and her eyelids. He was cutting off their eyelids, you know what I'm saying, putting them in like a box, and then he'll put all these. Let me just see if I can find the sketchings on how it would look.
God.
time, time. But yeah, when you freshly dead like that, your body is working. It's on its way of shutting down, and as it's on its way shutting down, she must have had sex with him for him to get off and and
Yeah,
and get her pregnant.
that's crazy, bro.
All right, Con, if you brothers can see that type of writing right there, that's the type of writing he was putting on their body. You know,
Con,
a lot of like left hand side, I guess left hand side stuff, and he was putting it all up down. He was putting it on their forehead, their face, their chest. Their whole body was covered in it. And then up on a movie, he was putting their ass in the wall. He's burying their ass in the wall, and just basically the whole house was full of bodies. The whole house had like over probably like 30 bodies or some crazy shit like that. You know, it was wild. And the little young red rat, he was dying of cancer. So the spirits was on him heavy. You know what I'm saying? He could have been a Jake, you know what I'm saying, but he was like a red rat, you know. But the spirits was really dealing with him. And he met a dude in like the cancer center, and the dude was a pastor. And the dude was telling him, he's like, there's nobody closer to death than those that are close to death. And he's like, so everything seemed real. Everything he seen was basically what he was seeing, man. You know, and we really just all these testimonies, man. So Jay should fear the Lord, man. Like real talk.
yeah.
Oh, and I actually got a precept on that.
Con,
Uh,
Um,
no, those scenarios, man, testimonies you brought out. That's why, like me, bro, I don't know. I wasn't really into that stuff, bro. Like always, I don't know. Even before I came to the truth, like dudes used to call me weirdo or square because I didn't do those things. But always been like, I'm not gonna say a lead, but always stayed out of away from people like that, bro. Like I used to be in the streets and stuff in Cali, but like I just was not not like other Jakes. So
Con.
it's
Me.
yeah, I was being like to
out there.
myself, you know.
I met all types. Met witches, Satanists, fucking diviners. I done met all. I ain't never go to no diviner, but I met them in real life. I met them like people that consider themselves to be some type of people, you know. And they mindset is on a whole nother level, man. Like they don't know like what the scriptures say because they ain't familiar with it, but their mindset is like far the fuck out there, man. You know,
That's
um,
fucked up.
you got people literally right now that believe in like for instance witches. Certain witches believe like certain, but which I don't know if it's true or not. I ain't never been around, but certain witches that dealing with the moons, you know how we follow the new moon, you know what I'm saying? We use the moon for our Shabbat and all that. These witches wait till like full moons and stuff like that, crescent moons and stuff, and they feel like certain moons give the spell more, you know.
Whoa.
Yeah, so you have to think about that in this, you know, and they take that to consideration. It's certain candles you got black candles, red candles, white candles, and it's all type of candles, you know, because when I was in the world, I was actually like doing research on this stuff, trying to figure out like what the hell, you know, saying which was. And you know, there's a lot of stuff. They be having fucking goat heads and shit in their crib and all type of bugged out ass pictures and shit.
Oh,
Man, all type of shit. Which just like the brother saying that paranormal activity video, they show a lot about how witches and shit be too, but they be like that. Weird ass music and shit, you know, like just bugged out shit, man. You know. And
Con.
again, like, the Lord said He gonna destroy you witches, man. So I'm gonna bring this out. And if you brothers got anything else, bring it out and we can close it down.
Con.
All right. This is Proverbs 24, and I'm gonna get verse 20. For there shall be no reward to the evil man. The candle of the wicked shall be put out. So to you witches, you sorcerers, you wizards, you false teachers, hey, your witchcraft is on a short leash right now, man. So you better live it up. You better get it out while you can, man, because the Lord is coming back to put you to death, man. He's coming back to do what He said that we was doing to witches in the Dequan days, man. He's coming back to put His hands on y'all, man, and you ain't gonna be able to escape. You know. Um,
Con.
I'm gonna jump down to verse 22. And I'll just keep going. Verse 21. My son, fear thou the Lord and the king, and meddle not with them that are given to change, for their calamity shall rise suddenly, and who knoweth the ruin of them both?
Con.
That's right. So hey, just like the brother brought out in Micah 5, hey, the Lord's been getting ready to cut off you that witchcraft and you soothsayers, man. You fight, you falsehoods. You know, so he's about to cut down all that, man. You know, he's gonna use
Con.
this to do it. He's the 144,000 leg man. I wonder
Con.
if the brother tuned out or
He probably be lagged out. But
you know, wait till he
yeah,
get back in there before we close it. There he is.
con.
so like, and my brother called me when I was talking about just called me just now, and I can't answer while I'm doing a lesson.
All kinds. The spirit too, you know. A lot of Jakes be being witches don't even know it really, you know. I had just brought out Proverbs 24 and I could re-bring it out. Proverbs 24 and 20. Start at verse 20. For there shall be no reward to the evil man. The candle of the wicked shall be put out. So the Lord's gonna put out that y'all candle, man. Hey, they gonna be like Hocus Pocus if you ever seen that movie. The little I guess it's a young kid movie. You know what I'm saying? They had the three witches and they had the black flame candle and the black flame candle. You couldn't put it out. It ain't gonna be like that when the Lord come back. The Lord gonna put that shit out, man. You know. It says, I'm gonna jump down 21. My son, fear thou the Lord and the king, and meddle not with them that are given to change. For their calamity shall rise suddenly, and who knoweth the ruin of them both. So hey man, wicked kings and you sorcerers and stuff, man, y'all gonna be put out. Y'all candle gonna be put out, y'all lights gonna be put out, man. The Lord's getting ready to give y'all a Mike Tyson uppercut, man. You know.
Con.
Hey, but
This
I
is
have through the spirit, Akim.
con. I got something. This is
Bring it out.
con. This is Nahum 3 and 4 because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot. the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcrafts. So I don't think that's. I think that's it's touching on the same thing, but I think they're using it in a different way. But you know, all these witchcrafts, man. You know, all the brothers on here give plenty of testimonies. You jakes out there that like sipping lean and smoking crack, and hey, that's a form of witchcraft. You trying to bug yourself out. But me and the brother Razakah and the brother Kadal Gabar, hey man, we gave plenty of examples of why not to do witchcraft. You can be bugged out your mind. You can have paranoia of the spirit. You can have you up here in the house by yourself. You scared to sit in the house by yourself because you're doing this 24/7.
Because Michael Myers about to pull you under the bed and stab you to death. Shit.
Exactly. So that's why if you don't got a strong spirit, I suggest you shouldn't be watching scary movies.
Yeah.
That's right, Con.
Um,
Did y'all brother have anything else?
yeah, I got some. This is Leviticus 18:30. Like I was bringing this out earlier. This is Leviticus 18:30. It says, "Therefore shall ye keep mine ordinance, and that ye commit not any one of these abominable customs." Witchcraft is one of those main abominable customs, man. You know, getting into the witchcraft, reading the Satanic Bible, things like reading the Bible backwards, things like that. You shouldn't be doing those things. It says, "Which were committed before you, and that ye defile not yourselves therein. I am the Lord your power." So the Lord, the power, Yahweh Shai, He doesn't want you in those type of things. He don't want you in those abominable customs.
Con.
Witchcraft, man, that's one of the biggest abominable customs, man, because that's fucking with your spirit. You know, you let demons enter into your spirit, man. That's why it's not good to smoke. You can perfectly paraphrase again, man. Watching scary movies like the brother Zion, the dog, the bar was saying, man. You wanna have your mind on the spiritual tip and then the scriptures. The scriptures is gonna give you peace. It's gonna keep you in the right state of mind. There's nothing wrong with listening to music, but you don't want to have that as your thing 24/7. You just listen to rap, 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 rap. You gotta have balance, man. I listen to jazz. I may listen to jazz music. I listen to rap time to time, but I may listen to more like jazz music. Things that help my spirit. I like to relax because you are already vexed as it is in this flesh. So why would you want to listen to stuff about violence? That's just gonna cause you to be in that type of spirit. You want to have balance when you do things, man.
Uh,
That's pretty much it on that.
I got, I got
you
a pre.
you
You,
good.
uh,
I said when you drill music, all you listen to that shit. Are you thinking about guns and murder and bloodshed and all that? It
and I'm
puts
smoking this backwood blunt. That's all they say. Thank you. Drugs, females, money.
Yep.
exactly.
Basically worshiping idols, man. So I'm gonna bring out this precept because the Lord was mad at us, what I'm saying, for following the way of the heathen, So I'm gonna start it. This is Deuteronomy 32, and I'm gonna start at verse 16. They provoked him to jealousy with strange powers. With abominations provoked they him to anger. So we telling y'all, hey, the Lord is coming back angry, just like during the old age, man. He's coming back. He gonna send his son back angry. His son will be gonna have that righteous anger too, man. And those that do these abominations, you gonna be cut up, man. You gonna be put to death, man. Verse 17. And this is why you will be put to death. They sacrificed unto devils, not to Yahweh, to powers whom they knew not. So witchcraft and all that pussy money weed and all that what was another, the Ouija board playing, all this stuff. Let the heathens deal with that. Us, we supposed to be set apart people. We supposed to be holy. That word for set apart is holy. So we don't supposed to be dealing with those type of things. And we supposed to leave that for the nations to do, because the nations have no power judging them. Have no sin to commit, but we do though. We have that commandment. They have none. And that's why that beloved video that, if I'm not saying, the GMS Boston brothers did when the heathens was out there talking about the scriptures. We're Gentiles. We're Gentiles. We can be saved too. And they broke down scripture after scripture after scripture, saying, "Hey, y'all have no sin, so y'all continue doing what y'all do. But we gonna follow the Lord because we have commandments to follow." You know. So the Lord is gonna come back with fierce anger, gonna cut you off from this earth, man. If you just continue to do that, man. Again, verse 17. They sacrifice unto devils, not to Yahweh, to powers whom they knew not, to new powers that came newly up. Because witchcraft is new, man. It's been around, well, like let's say, it's been around for a while, but it's real new to a lot of jakes. You know what I'm saying? They like to follow the trend. If it's trending, they gonna follow it, man. You know, whom your fathers feared not. Of the rock that begot thee, thou art unmindful. So Jake is unmindful. Ty Jackson, you talking about the secrets of witchcraft, when really you just instead of putting curses on people, man. You know what I'm saying? This is really just a rebuke to all you jakes that worship that type of stuff, man. We burn up testimony after testimony after testimony on what can happen to you or what type of mind state you can have dealing with these type of heathen customs, man. And has forgotten Yahweh that formed thee. Khan. So Khan, that's all I had, man. Khan.
Yeah, that's all I had too.
You know, so again, man, this sit down lesson was sharp rebuke to those of you who are witches, sorcerers, who believe in that type of stuff, who believe that that we can, being holy, that we can walk with witches and we can't walk with you, man. We can't agree with you. You ain't saved for nothing, man. You know, we're not saved yet, man. We're pushing forth the effort to be saved, Lord willing, you know. And also a quick rebuke on those of you that sit back and think that you're gonna get saved. You know, that's a rebuke on y'all too, because y'all making yourself up as idols, thinking that y'all already saved and you're not, man. You know, and also I got another video to bring out. If I don't do it tonight, Lord willing, I'll get to it tomorrow. But it's talking about you keyboard warriors who y'all are witches and sorcerers. All day long you sit behind a computer screen bringing out scriptures, but you have no altar. You're not presenting yourself as a living sacrifice to the Lord, man. So it's gonna be a sharp rebuke on y'all as well, man. Hey, but again, we are the Hebrew Israelites. We come in, week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, which is known as Babylon in the scriptures. I'm your brother, the dog boy Howder, and to my right.
I'm Brother Zion.
To his right.
Mashiach Arazakah.
Again, this was a family reunion, you know. That's what we call them, the family reunion, you know. And as we close out by giving all praise, honor, and glory is due to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Rakak Wadash. Hey, double honor to the elder apostle, elder bishops, the great millstone, Stu Well. They are true teachers for the nation of Israel this day. And shalom to the I came out there on the highways and byways pushing his work of truth and sincerity. Shalom to the very few sisters who subscribe to this truth and learn its suggestion in quiet and silence. And shalom to the spiritual burial, which are you Israelite foreigners who made like the nations were scattered into. Hey, shalom, shalom. Wow, ball. May the Lord burn his bitch up until next time. Shalom.
Shalom.
Let's go.